You are on the world famous 99X. It's Barnes and Leslie. We are the Morning X. We still have $150,000 to give away over all these days, and we haven't done any yet today. We have $5K a day. That means guaranteed we're doing at least $1,000 in our show, and sometime during Sleaze, I'm going to tell you when that's going to happen. How about that? To keep the people around. Here we go. Sleaze time with Fram.
All right, Barnes, I've got two movies to talk about quickly. Why to watch and why not to watch. Which one would you like first?
Leslie never does a don't watch this. This is negative Leslie. I love this. Which one?
Which one do you want first?
The one not to watch.
Oh, you're serious? Okay, you know, I've gone on the record to say how much I really like Mark Wahlberg, but I'm saying not to watch Play Dirty.
3 days ago, this was one of our official streaming picks.
Yeah, he plays Parker. It's based on a book of novels, but I will tell you this, and Roger Ebert said it best, the film is kind of forgettable. And it's from this guy, Shane Black, who had Lethal Weapon, The Long Kiss Goodnight, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but a lot of the complaints is about Mark Wahlberg. He doesn't really lend anything to the movie. There's no dynamics. I went through the whole, and of course I don't bail like you, watched the whole thing, and I just felt like, it just wasn't funny. I don't know, it wasn't the funny Mark Wahlberg. It just didn't do anything for me.
These days, he's just a promo hype guy. He's trying to get his sports line or whatever it is, people to buy it.
I know.
That's interesting, though. We make these picks. Last week we did our picks for the month, and it was one of them based on the trailer, and then you actually see it, and you're like, mulligan.
And Tony Shalhoub is in it, too, and he's really good. But I will say on Amazon, but I'll tell you one that I think you should watch, and that is The Lost Bus with Matthew McConaughey and America Ferrera. That is the true story about the bus driver that navigates these kids in the worst, and I didn't realize this was the worst, deadliest blaze in California history, 2018 campfire. Unbelievable. It's a thriller. I got to say, Matthew McConaughey's great in it. This is the one where he has his real son in the movie and his real mom in the movie.
I've got 3 words for you. Love is blind. Season 9 is back, so I'll have to catch you later. I'm knee deep.
Oh, you're really funny. I'll tell you what I'm really looking forward to. A new Peaky Blinders spin-off series has been announced by Netflix and the BBC, focusing on the next generation of the Shelby family. Set in 1953, it will explore a city rising from the ashes of Birmingham. Netflix has already committed to 2 seasons. Now, this is totally separate from the movie The Immortal Man with Cillian Murphy. Yes, continuing the Peaky Blinders saga. He comes back as Tommy Shelby. And everyone I know in the Peaky Blinders universe is super excited.
I've tried a few times. I just can't understand what's happening.
I know a lot of people watch it with the subtitles on so they can understand.
I need someone to come and translate because they're talking so fast that I can't put it together.
I'm going back to the David Spade, Dana Carvey podcast, Fly on the Wall. Those two together, but when they have Charlie Sheen on, they did ask him, though, a really interesting question. What movies did Charlie Sheen turn down?
Oh, I love these.
What movies did you turn down that sting the most? And I'll tell you which one.
If it's Opportunity Knocks, I'm so sorry.
If it's Tommy Boy, I'm going to be mad.
I'm so sorry. It's between you and me. No, go ahead.
I turned down White Men Can't Jump.
Wow.
Oh, for what?
Were you going to be Woody or Wesley?
I would have been Woody, yeah. And then, just coincidentally, a bit later on, I think it came after, maybe before, I turned down Indecent Proposal.
What?
Whoa.
So I kept waiting for Woody to send me some flowers and thank me for advancing his career like I did.
Those were big.
Man, both Woody things. That's crazy that he was always the number 2. What a different, completely different look.
I do think Charlie Sheen is back. Something big is about to happen. Now, we've talked about Deliver Me From Nowhere. That is the Springsteen movie during his Nebraska era with Jeremy Allen White. Kimmel asked Springsteen about his reaction to seeing someone play him, Jeremy Allen White.
Were you on set while Jeremy was singing?
Well, yeah, I gotta say, and I've told Jeremy before, I felt a little guilty about that because I was on the set quite a bit, and I'm going, here's the guy. The guy's not only playing me, but he's got to play me while my stupid ass is sitting in the chair next to him. So,
no.
So you did an incredible. I apologize. You did a great job. He really tolerated me on the set very well.
No. I remember in the first week or so, I think I was nervous that Bruce was going to be, I don't know, there was going to be judgment or he was going to try to pick apart what I was doing or what Scott, our director, was doing. And I very quickly realized, like, his presence was permission. It would have been strange if he was so close to us the whole time and he wasn't with us while we were filming. So I'm very grateful for it.
That's got to be crazy. You're playing Springsteen and Springsteen's watching. I don't know. This is a cool story that Courteney Cox told on the Today Show. This is the story of one of her most famous videos. She's playing piano, right? She's playing Tiny Dancer, sitting next to Elton John, Ed Sheeran, Brandi Carlile at her home.
You, Ed Sheeran, Elton John,
Brandi Carlile.
Mm-hmm. How did that moment come about?
I've known Ed for about, like 13 years.
Right.
I knew Brandi because we did a video together. And Ed said, I'm going to have Elton over for dinner if that's okay with you. And he said, why don't you play one of the songs we could do, Hold Me Closer, but he calls it Tony Danza because that's the Lisa Kudrow version, the Phoebe version.
Hold me close, young Tony Danza.
So I quickly called my piano teacher, said, you've got to come over and teach me Tiny Dancer. The reason why I stopped the video when I did is because that's all I had learned. That was it. I mean, that is probably one of the greatest moments.
Music is such a big part of her life because think about it, all the way back to the Springsteen video where she kind of, got her start-ish.
Yes.
And then stuff like this. Right now, she's trying to learn how to play the drums on social media. I see she was trying to play Smells Like Teen Spirit. She's trying to play on drums. I mean, she's married, or her partner is a rock star. So, yeah, she's...
In Snow Patrol, I know, but you're sitting there and you had to learn Tiny Dancer and you're playing it next to Elton. That's crazy.
Is that really a phone-in? Like, you can just come over and quickly teach me Tiny Dancer?
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, the nostalgia train keeps on, but I'm not sure about this. Tell me what you think. There's a new series, Carrie, has been officially approved by Amazon. It's based on the Stephen King novel, but it's going to be reimagined. Now, I want to know what you think about it. It's a modern take. It cites Carrie's locker room scene, what it would have been like if people had their phones in their hands. So it's a modern day version. They're not retelling the story. The series will not focus solely on a student, but it's going to talk about what if this happened today and kids had phones in their hands. I don't know what I think about this.
I mean, I don't know if it was necessary to make a whole remake based on just that, but it does give the opportunity for a bunch of side stories to, spill off.
And I want to know what Stephen King thinks about it, too. It's coming next year on Amazon, Carrie. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
We are the musers on the pod so far. We've discussed people we love.
I didn't tell you guys. Cuban emailed.
What are you wearing?
Well, no, that's not...
Things we love.
Got way into typewriters.
How many typewriters do you own?
Let's not podcast anymore.
Just guesstimate.
It's time to get really down and dirty.
These are great ideas. Start a podcast and then forget to promote it on social media.
So,
what is our podcast about? Yeah, whatever we feel like.
The Musers, the podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.